right. Good evening, everyone, and good afternoon. Also, for those listening and watching us from other parts of the world where it is still evening. I know for some people it might even be morning. So it's safe to say good day, everyone, and welcome to day 10 of the Smart Money Reset. And I'm excited to be here again as always. And today, again, we're doing it together. And I have in the studio the one we call Wise Man. Wise Man, you're welcome today again.
Thank you very much, Doctor. It's always a privilege to be here, to be doing this with you. And want to say welcome to our audience from all over the world. I think we have one
Yeah.
of the best audience. Some people have been very consistent, all right? Almost every time we come online, we see them. Want to say a very big thank you to you guys because it's one thing for you to have something to say. It's another thing for you to have people who want to listen to the things you are saying. Yes, we know that people are benefiting from the things we are saying, but at the end of the day, some people can be benefiting and they are not even paying attention. So I want to say a big thank you to all of you who have been following this series, and want to say that we appreciate it and we'll do our best to bring the best into this particular series that we're running, and we keep moving it as we proceed. Today is going to be another hot day as we begin to get people. I want to say something very fast. For those of us who are always on the call with us, please don't miss tomorrow. Tomorrow is a major day. We'll see announce it at the middle and at the end of this broadcast today. Please don't miss tomorrow. We'll be doing some very surprising things tomorrow, some giveaways and all of that. Just to say thank you to people who have been joining us. So please keep it a date. It's just a gift from us. It's not anything, um, it's just a gift from us. But make sure you make it a date tomorrow. You'll be glad you did. So, Doctor, you're welcome. Also, just like you're welcome me, I'm
Yeah.
welcoming you too. All right.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so we're going to do it again tomorrow so that for consistent people, you might just get some surprises. Now, to today, we're discussing emergency fund, lifestyle fund, and wealth fund. We want to take time to, break it down and help our audience see what these three stands and when we should apply them in our finances. Now, just to reiterate, these 28 days is expected to be knowledge packed. And we would like to go in depth on certain topics because we want a situation whereby by the time we're done, you will have a clear understanding of how to perpetuate your cash flow in the direction of some of these things and the topics we'll be discussing. So we will expect that after these 28 days, you should have in-depth knowledge about money. And that's why we called it the Smart Money Reset. The second thing that will be happening within these 28 days that I've started is that we'll begin to form habits. So the first one is you're acquiring knowledge. And knowledge is light. And wherever there is light, darkness cannot survive it. So even in finances, the greater the light you have, the wealthier you will be. So you don't joke with knowledge. So the next one is habits. We know that the habits that we form determines how well we're able to sustain wealth. So if you have electricity in your house, but you have the habit of not paying your electricity bill, what will happen? It will be as
Darkness.
good as you don't have light. It will be darkness. If you the power source got to your house, you are connected to the national grid, but you are supposed to pay your bills. Paying that bill is the habit that keeps the light on in your house. The same way, knowledge is like the power that got to your house. You know, they even say knowledge is power, right? So that power that got to your house in form of illustration is knowledge. But to keep the power running, you need to pay your bills. Paying your bills will be those habits. So what we'll be discussing today has a lot to do with the habits that will form, because these habits are building stones that help us create a desirable financial future. Now, the third thing will be skills. Within these 28 days, we expect that develop more skills, or we unravel the skills that we have inside of us that we are yet to discover. Some of us, all you need is to push you out of your comfort zone, someone to drive you out of that cocoon and make you do things that you already have natural giftings for, but you have always excused yourself out of it. The wealthiest people on earth are not the smartest people. They are just the people that believe in themselves enough to take that first step. Do you know what wealthy people do? They fly, they get into an airplane, jump out of the airplane, and they start manufacturing parachutes, wise in the sky, hoping that the parachute will open before they land on it. That's the level of risk wealthy people take. You are in the airplane, imagine jumping out of the airplane, manufacturing your parachute while in air, hoping that the parachute will open by the time you land. It takes that level of audacity, that level of taking for you to build enduring wealth. So the skills that you have inside of you that you have not yet used within these 28 days, we want to see how we can push you to do things that you will naturally not do. And as we discuss money today again, we want to reiterate that the major source of making money is problem solving. The more problems you solve, the more money you get. You must be doing much more than you are paid for. Most people don't understand this secret. You want to do less than you are paid for, or exactly what you are being paid for. That's not how it works. You start by doing much more than what you are being paid. When you begin to grow, you realize that you get to a point that you're now being paid much more than you do. But the doing at the beginning, you don't joke with it. So at this stage, for most people trying to build wealth, you need to invest your time, your energy, your resources into doing more than you are being paid for right now. Preparing yourself for a time when you'll be paid more than you do. And that's the ultimate level of wealth creation. And those are the times you can begin to say, I have enough allowance to build the kind of wealth that will help me retire early and retire rich. So today again, day 10, we are back discussing these basic money habits that can help us scale fast finances. So wise man, we are discussing emergency fund, lifestyle fund, and world fund. I open the floor to you to start this conversation.
I think you started on a very good note, and the things you have highlighted are very major in wealth building. One of the things I can say to somebody is that in life there are shortcuts, all right? Not all shortcuts are supposed to be taken, but sometimes you need some
Mm,
shortcuts, all right? You see what you have just said now is like a shortcut to wealth building. If you can
mm,
invest in knowledge, your journey will be shorter than somebody who
mm,
does not know. So if you can invest in knowledge, you will be faster than the people who don't have
Mm.
the knowledge. So that's one of the major things that we are looking at helping everyone here to do. Invest
Mm.
in knowledge in the area of understanding finances, reading books, listening to podcasts, coming for a program like this, getting a mentor, and anything that can help your inspirational bank is
Mm.
very important, because the higher your inspiration, the better your speed. All right, the higher your inspiration, the better your speed. So that is very important. So knowledge is powerful. And the more knowledgeable you become, the more you test for what you want to do, and the more you want to do them. So as you begin to do them, you now begin to build the habit necessary. In fact, once you
Mm.
have now done it over time, you now build the habit that is necessary to be able to continue to do them. So it's very important that you begin to take these things very seriously. And as you begin to take action, it becomes a vital part of you. So today we are looking at emergency fund, looking at lifestyle
Mm.
fund, and also looking at wealth fund. What are these things, and how do you even start, appropriating them? Because they are all very important. So let me start
Mm.
by saying that when we talk about emergency fund, it is very important. It's one of those things that people play down on. And there's a recommendation that we usually have in the School of Finance.
Mm.
It is that you should have up to 6 months of whatever you
Mm.
earn saved somewhere as emergency fund. You should have up to 6 months of whatever you earn saved somewhere. We usually say 3 to 6 months, but ideally 6 months. What we are trying to say is you have a good job today, but
Mhm.
what if you lose that job? What will happen?
Yeah.
Does it mean that you cannot survive for the next 6 months? There are people today, if they lose the
Mm.
job they are doing, they can't survive 1 month. Within 1 month,
True.
that person that look as if the person is very rich becomes very poor.
Mm.
Why? They don't have such emergency fund. Emergency fund is the kind of fund you put aside for eventuality, something you did not plan. You didn't plan that they will
Mhm.
sack you from work. Even if they don't sack you, all right, because there are people who will say, if you employ me, you cannot sack me. All right. I used to know somebody like that said, if you employ me, you can't sack me. The kind of value I bring to the table, nobody will think of sacking me. Yes, they may not even sack you, but they can sell the company, and the new owners may not want you. The new owners may not want you in the company. Yeah, they didn't sack you, but I had a story of somebody like that who said they can't sack me, they can't sack me. But one
Yeah.
day they just saw some young guys, carry some young guys with short knicker and t-shirt enter one of the founder's office. They did one or two things, came out with small
Okay.
briefcase, and they left, only for them to realize that they called them to a meeting. In fact, some of them who are valuable in the company, they called them to a meeting, and the owner of the company was saying that, something, I love you guys so much. You guys are so valuable to me, but right about now, I cannot afford to keep running this company because of this, and that,
Mhm.
and I need resources to do some other things. I just announced to you guys that I've sold the company. So I will advise that you resign now. If you resign now, they can still pay you your whatever you are qualified for. But if you don't resign now, what it means is that they may lay you off without paying you anything. The reason why he was even able to call them was because they were valuable. All right. And he had to resign and quickly got all his emoluments and all of that. So what we are now saying in essence is that if even if you are very valuable in your organization, all right, you are so valuable they cannot do without you. They can sell the company, and the new owners may not want you. So while you are working in that
Mhm.
organization, do what we call satanic budgeting. You are planning for eventuality. You are planning for the rainy day. because the person who plans for the rainy day will have an umbrella. The person who plans for the rainy day will have a raincoat to cover. If you don't plan for the rainy day, you are not in control of the rain. You are only in control of the rain not beating you. So you must ensure that you plan for the rainy day because it will come one way or the other. So that emergency fund is that 3 to 6 months of your monthly earning saved up in a particular place where you know that yes, if anything happened, at least within 6 months, I probably would have gotten another job. Within 6 months, I probably would have started another business, or something. That's one. Then the second one is emergency fund is also that fund that you put out in case something happen. They say, okay, somebody is sick or somebody needs something and you need to quickly, put out funds. You need such kind of money such that you are not running helter skelter. A lot of these our artists who are making so much money, some of them will think that this money is, you say they run, they rush where they rush. The owner of the tap, the day you might be the owner of the tap, somebody is the owner of the reservoir where they are bringing the water from. They can off the tap or block your pipe. All right. Somebody will be saying, God forbid. It's not about God forbid. God forbid, but
Life permits.
life permits.
Yeah.
Life will permit. All right.
Mm,
So it's not about God forbid, it's what you plan. If you don't
mm,
plan for it as an artist, I'm talking to the artist right now. That you are an artist, you are earning all the money. The money is not forever. You will not shine forever. Oh. Think 10 years behind, 10 years ago. Were you shining? Were there not people who were shining? Go and check their life now. How is their life? The ones that did not invest, their life is very, very bad today. Some of them are literally begging to eat. So the fact that you are driving Ferrari today, driving Lamborghini tomorrow, does not mean it will continue. Your fame, people will see you and walk past you and you are wondering, you know me? They no longer know you. You are not reigning again. So whether it is in politics, whether it is in ministry, whether it is in entertainment, you are an actor, whatever you are,
mm,
financial planning is very important. Take note of it. Have emergency funds. It will help you have some form of confidence, help you have some form of boost, so that when you are navigating life, you know that yes, you are navigating life with some form of confidence and
mm.
all of that. So I hand over to you, Doctor. We'll talk about other things as we
All right.
proceed.
So the way I say emergency fund, it's an insurance that you are the one in control.
Mm,
Emergency fund is more like an insurance that you control. Normally when you run insurance, you do it with insurance company. They have their terms and conditions. You have policy documents that you sign and like that. So at the end of the day, what determines if you will be paid should something happen is if you fulfill the conditions, the terms of the policy, and like that. But when it comes to emergency funds, you design the terms and conditions. It's an insurance, but you are the one in control of it because you want to ensure that should anything happen that should have wrecked you, you have something somewhere that can support you. Now, without emergency funds, every problem becomes a debt. If you don't have emergency funds, every problem becomes a debt because any challenge that shows up, you start looking for who to borrow from, where to run to. And in most cases, some of this debt becomes bondage. We have taught us about how debts should be leveraged and not bondage. But if you don't have enough resources in your emergency fund, when challenges shows up, it becomes a debt, and the debt becomes a bondage. And once you are in bondage, it restricts you from expanding, from growing into your full potential as it has to do with world creation. So we must do everything possible to secure our emergency fund. And it has been defined in a simple term for us: 6 months of your earning. So you want to look at how much do you earn on monthly basis at the moment that has kept your life going. What percentage of it are you willing to save? Because emergencies don't wait for your income to increase. They don't wait for your income. They just shows up. And when we say emergency fund, mind you, we are not thinking in the negative. The money might be for an opportunity that will show up. So emergency in most cases is an opportunity. In fact, we're talking to you today. Most of the emergency funds that we have built up for our own businesses were never used to solve problems. They were used to take advantage of opportunities. And I think in the course of this series, we have mentioned some big opportunities that we took advantage of. And what made it possible for us was because we have something saved up somewhere. So emergencies don't wait for your income to increase. They just show up. And when they show up, if you don't have anything in reserve, you will not be able to take care of them. Most emergencies are not surprises. They are just a result of unplanned timelines. Most of the things we call emergencies in our life, they are not surprises. It's simply because we don't have planned timelines. So when it happens, all of a sudden it looks like, we're going to come out of this. We gave some examples yesterday or 2 days ago about paying your rent. If you're an annual rent payment, how is that an emergency? That shouldn't be a surprise. You needed to plan ahead. If you are giving birth to a baby and your wife got pregnant, right? Or you got pregnant as a lady, that's not an emergency. It shouldn't be a surprise.
Or you got pregnant as the man. Because when your wife is pregnant, you are pregnant.
You're also pregnant.
Yeah, you are.
So you have a timeline of 9 months to prepare to welcome that baby, and many other things that we do in life. So emergencies, they are not necessarily surprises. They are unplanned timelines. So one of the action steps that we want us to take in this 28th series is to design clear timelines. Yesterday we did a mini workshop where I said we should have a spreadsheet, and we designed the things we wanted to do, what it will cost, the timeline that it will take. We did for short term and we did for long term. This should not just be hard. They should be transformed into actionable steps. And you must take that first step in the right direction. That was where we ended it yesterday. That journey of 1,000 miles start with the right step in the right direction. We have been pointing you in the right direction. Your emergency funds can go into PettySave, Genius by PettySave. It has been automated. You don't need to struggle. Don't wait to start with 50,000 per day. If it is 100 naira, start. It is the habit first. Do it consistently for 21 days. It becomes an habit. As your income increases, then you push it up. If you are waiting for a perfect time to start, you will never start. There is never a perfect time to do the right thing. Once it is right, the best time to do it was yesterday. But if you are just knowing now, or you are just waking up, agreed, this is your own money, right? Start the day. Don't behave like you are not awake yet. Wake up. Start the day. Set up automated savings for yourself through Genius by PettySave, and be passionate about it. Stay committed to it. Before you know it, in your life, whenever emergencies shows up, they will only show up as opportunities to you, not as a problem. Because somebody can just come to you suddenly and say, I'm leaving the country. I want to sell my car. This car normally is worth 20 million, but if you can give me 5 million, take the car. Those are opportunities. We told you how we bought the hotel that we have on the Lekki Epe Expressway. It was an opportunity. Oh, I'm in big problem. I've completed this hotel. I just have some little more work to do. I want to sell it, bring X amount, and it's yours. And we negotiated and pay. Bam, that's an opportunity. Some of the properties that we bought on the street of where our office is showed up as opportunity. I want to sell. We bought one. They said, because you bought this other person also we want to sell. Bam, because you have some reserve, we were able to take advantage of opportunities. So we are not teaching new theories. We are teaching practical. A lot of this has happened to us in the last about 15 years of doing business. So if we are coming to tell you now that you must save up something to take advantage of opportunities, we are speaking from a practical point of view, experiential, and with proofs to show. So emergencies, like I said, they should not be surprises to us if we have clear timelines. And when they show up, they should show up as opportunities and not as problems. So, wise man, maybe
Yeah.
we might want to take it further or want to go to lifestyle fund immediately.
Yeah, I would just want to give a guide on where do you invest your emergency fund, or where do you put your emergency fund. You should put your emergency fund in most cases in the places where it's a bit easy to access. When I mean a bit easy, means that it's not like everything when you want to buy coffee, you go and take it. Mm-mm. It means that you can access it, but not too long a time. For real estate, you want to sell real estate, you have to put it in the market, wait for somebody to buy it. Sometimes it can be sold fast, sometimes it might not be sold fast. But for emergency fund, you want to put it there. So somewhere like Genius is the best place to put your emergency fund. You know the good thing, it has guaranteed interest. So
Yeah.
your emergency fund is sitting down there, and there is interest that is going to be accruing on that on that money every day as the money stays there. So it's a very good place to put it, so that you don't go and carry your emergency fund and go and buy land, or carry an emergency fund and go and buy one long-term investment, and at the end of the day, when those kind of emergency now comes up, you don't have what it takes to attend to it. So the next one I want to look at is lifestyle fund. You need lifestyle fund, my dear people listening to us. All right, the reason why in this life, why you are in this life, is to enjoy life. I
Mm.
think that so many people will be surprised, especially for those of us that are preparing to go to heaven. You know, some people don't believe in heaven. They said, "Don't worry, my own heaven is on earth." But you need to enjoy heaven on earth before you enjoy heaven in heaven. Because if you don't enjoy heaven on earth, you will get to heaven and you won't want to step your foot on the floor because the streets are tarred with gold. You
Yeah.
want to eat because will be eating with diamond spoon. All right,
Yeah.
you know, there are a lot of things everywhere is mansion. All right,
Mm.
you'll be wondering that, no, you'll be very uncomfortable, you know, even in a mansion. So what
You
we are
can
saying,
even you may even blame God that God is wasting money.
God
Why
is
will you
wasting money
use gold to pave the road?
to pave the road. That's waste. All right, so it's good for you to enjoy the things of life while you are alive. All right, so lifestyle fund is needed. Let's
Yeah.
nobody deceive you. Lifestyle fund, you want to be able to travel. Whether you are the only one traveling, you're traveling with your spouse, you are traveling with your entire family, that's a good one. I remember that the first time we ever traveled as a family, you know, together, I think the first time we traveled to South Africa, or was it South Africa? No, Dubai. It was Dubai. Well, the first time was Dubai. That was many years ago. Dubai. We traveled. Immediately we landed. It was a good one. It was an awesome one. See, look at it's different. All right. Don't mind. It's not for those of us who have not traveled before, people who have not traveled before. You see, it's not compared to what you are seeing on television. When you see it physically, it stays more than what you see on television. All right. So you need to plan that. It might be that you are having a lifestyle account where you want to buy a good car, the kind of car that when you sit, you feel inspired. For instance, I have one that I want to buy this year, and I've told Dr. Lonche that, see, you must buy this car for me, and he has told me what I need to do for him to buy the car for me. All right. And I need that car.
Yeah.
I have a picture of the car and I have it in many places. So I need that car. It might be that you want to live in a particular kind of house. It's a lifestyle fund. That's the kind of fund that you keep building. You have a target. All right. So there's something we're even developing. When it's time, we'll be able to come and announce it here, that you can now begin to build your lifestyle fund. It's called targeted savings. You are targeting something, you are saving. It can even be long term. It might be 3 years, it might be 2 years, it might be a year. All right, but you have targeted it that I want to save towards travel. I want to save towards my house. Right now, we have a platform where you can actually go and start saving towards your house, start saving towards. Now, you can even use Genius to start the entire process while we are advancing. So, you want to start saving for that particular lifestyle that you want to live. A particular proportion of your income should go to your lifestyle saving. Let's assuming you start up, your salary is 100. Let me just use a hundred, or let me just use 1 million for the benefit of people who are in different parts of the world. Your salary is 1 million. Now you decide that, okay, your emergency fund, because you're just starting. Me, I always recommend, let your emergency fund be a little bit more. Your emergency fund can be 20%. All right. I'm just giving an analysis. You can design it the way you want. There's nothing cast in stone. Your emergency fund can be like 20%, while your investment fund can be 10%, your lifestyle fund can be 10%. By the time you put it that way, it means that if you are a Christian, 50% of your income is not yours. What is available to you for spending is 500,000 naira. So with the 500,000 naira, you live your life. You ensure that you reduce everything you need to do to that 500,000 naira. While the remaining 500,000 naira, 20% to your emergency fund. And the thing about emergency fund is that once you have hit the target, you can reappropriate. All right. So if you have hit the target of what you want to have in your emergency fund, you can now come back, reappropriate, add some money to probably your upkeep, and add some money to your investment, or add some money to your lifestyle fund. But what we are saying is that there are some form of lifestyle that you want to live. It will be nice to do that. I remember one of my birthdays. All right. I receive birthday gifts from a lot of people whenever I'm doing birthday. But I say, come on, how is it that me, I don't give myself birthday gift? So it's part of the lifestyle fund. And I said that year I was going to give myself a birthday gift. And I started putting something aside to buy two things that I love. I love those things, but they were expensive. One of it is not expensive for me, really, it's not expensive. But it's not something that I will just go and carry money and just go and buy. All right. It's something that I will just, okay, let me plan for it. And I went and bought it. I won't say what it is, but they were expensive things. And I bought them, two of them. And I came back. When my wife was asking me, I said, that is my birthday gift to me. What that does to you is that it makes you feel good. It's not a waste because you planned for it. It makes you feel good that, yes, I was able to buy something for myself. For somebody, it might be that you want to go to school, all right? You want to have a particular degree and you save up for it, went to the school, back that degree, came back like Dr. Olonse, now you now put PhD in your name. You know, that's life. Apart from the fact that it's knowledge based, it's also a lifestyle thing. When they address you as a PhD holder, you know, there's a way, you know. All right. So, and that can open a lot of doors for you. All right. So it is something that you need to also plan for. We are not here to suffer. We're just saying let's structure it well so that the structure will not help us sustain it over a long period of time. If we don't structure it well, one can eat up the other can eat up the other. It can be a confusing thing. As I am today, as Dr. Sunday is today, we have all these funds put together. We have the one for long term, for medium term, and for short term. We have all of them because we want to be able to live a balanced life. You don't need to suffer. Just plan for your enjoyment.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So part of the action point here is you need to list those things that you so desire, you love to own. I remember those days we would go and price cars, even when we could not afford those cars. We will ask for permission to sit and test drive the cars, have the feeling. So you see why I can only buy brand new cars now, because before I bought the first brand new car, I'd gone to test run a brand new car and I saw the difference. So for many years now, going to almost 8 or 10 years, it has always been brand new cars, whether I'm home or abroad. It's simple. I tested it and I loved it. For some of you, it may be that vacation destination. Do enough research about it, fall in love with the place, and picture yourself. For some of us, it may be that you just want to go and lodge in an hotel and give yourself the best treat, get some massage, relax well, eat good food. For some of us,
No, I used to drag you.
yeah,
Oh,
a
you need
number
a
of times,
massage.
anytime I'm in Nigeria, if you see me in the massage parlor, it is this man that always takes me there and he will say, no, you walk too much, and he takes me to their massage parlor at Radisson Blue there in GRA close to our house and, allow me just rest and unwind. They serve you nice drink, take care of you very
And
well.
I remember the first one you slept off.
I slept off. I slept These are things that when you work, you should plan for. It is very important. But I don't want you to apologize for it. Smart money plans helps you to catch fun without apologizing for it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't apologize for having fun because you put in place smart money plans. That's what it does. It helps you have fun without apologizing for it. We are not coming here to teach you how to live in excess, as in excess living, but we are talking about balance. We're trying to create a balance here. Your lifestyle funds should allow enjoyment without guilt. You should enjoy without feeling guilty. You know why? You planned for it. You did not just wake up and spend on impulse. You knew that you have set target for yourself, and if you achieve those targets, this will be the reward. You work and you earn salary every month. Please buy suya. Eat that suya alone and enjoy. Buy shawarma. Eat that shawarma alone and reward yourself. See, thank God for your family. Take care of them. But at least you sit down, eat that suya, eat that shawarma. You deserve it because you have worked for it.
Doctor, the way you are calling suya and shawarma is like you are craving suya and
So,
shawarma.
and you know the thing about lifestyle spending, if it is planned, regrets will disappear.
Mm-hmm.
You won't have
Because
any
it's
regret.
planned, it's
It was
programmed.
planned. When lifestyle spending is planned, regret disappears. You
It's even
plan
a
it.
motivation to do more.
Yes,
It's
yes.
always, in fact, the way it is, sorry to
No, 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 go ahead,
around it.
please.
The way it is that is a motivation to do more. That's one.
Mhm.
That's when you have gotten it. Then when you set it, is a motivation to achieve the result that you have set to yourself that this is my target for the year. If
Mm.
I hit this target, I will get this thing that I love. Oh boy, you don't know how much I'm working this year to hit that target so that I can get the reward. That's
Yeah,
what it is. It's a
that's how
motivation.
it works. That's how
Yeah.
it works. So for those of us listening, as much as we in the last 9 days we have been talking about invest your money, save your money, do this, do that. Guys, please enjoy your life too. We are not preaching excesses, we are preaching balance here. Every time you give yourself a treat, you get refreshed. And when you are refreshed, it's more like a retreat to refire. It's as simple as that. So plan for these things. Let's put them down in your document. This year, these are the things I want to experience. So if you are listening to us, you're on the call right now. We want you to take note of those things you want to add to yourself. A Rolex wristwatch is not a bad one to reward yourself. Work hard, and achieve it. A trip to one of the nice destinations. And see, don't mind me if I'm
trip to
talking.
Malaga.
Yeah, if I'm talking Rolex, if I'm talking cars, I'm just trying to expand your mind. You don't have to start from there. Start from where you are. In Lagos, in Port Harcourt, in Abuja, wherever you are, there is that fun place. In fact, Google is your friend. AI is your friend. Ask fun places under 50,000 naira. You will be shocked the things it will give to you. You thought 50,000 is nothing until you see a suggestion of things you can do under 50,000 naira to reward yourself for working hard. When you get bonuses in the office, yes, I expect that you don't spend it on waste. Invest it so that you can get more. But a fraction of it, take care of yourself a little. It will not harm you. You know why it will not harm you? You have planned for it. Because you have planned for it, you will not regret doing it. You knew already that this was part of the reward that you have programmed for yourself. Now that you are there, you have worked hard, you have earned your salary. This Kiss Daniel song, say, is it you don't work, you're supposed
you don't work, you don't you're supposed to be jolly.
Enjoy yourself, relax, and have the best of time. So we are preaching balance here, not just investing towards the future without having a plan for the present. And we are speaking to the hardworking people here, the breadwinners of family. We are speaking to people that has a lot of dependents, right? We're speaking to those in diaspora that black tax has eaten almost everything that you have. We are givers to the core. We love to give. We have many people on scholarships. We have many people we have empowered. But that does not mean we don't take care of ourselves. Whenever we deserve to get something, we get it and we enjoy our life. I love the fact that somebody is saying, get away at Homeworld Hotel. Yeah. In fact, on this call, if you want to do get away at Homeworld Hotel, we're going to ensure they give you a discount. Yeah. Reach out to us. Just chat there. I want a weekend getaway at Homeworld Hotel. Beautiful hotel. Swimming pool on the 3rd or 4th floor of the building. Nice
rooftop swimming pool.
Rooftop swimming pool. We have bar, we have restaurant, we have everything. And that's an hotel owned by the Pertinence Group, Homeworld Hotel. Why not reserve, travel, go that place and just enjoy. Open your window in the morning and allow fresh air come in. Later put it on, enjoy the AC. So that's a good thing to try. A getaway at Homeworld Hotel in what's it called? Lekki Epe Expressway. Wherever you need travel, that travel is part of it. Recently, my family and I, we did it last year. August last year, we decided to go to the United States for holiday. And you know what we did? We went, no, that was 2024. Last year was 25. We went by road. I drove over 20 hours, from Toronto to Dallas. Over 20. It was fun. It wasn't an easy drive, but because we had the family together. So I'm talking to you in case you live.
I say a big congratulations to you. Well done, sir.
Yeah. And I did the driving for about 22 hours straight. And we were together, just having fun, bonding together. The kids of these days, they're always with their phone, they're always in their rooms. But when you travel together, you all be in one vehicle. And those times are memorable. You can't forget it. You treasure them because that's the opportunity to see different parts. We had to drive through not less than 5 or 6 states in the United States to get to our destination. It was education, it was adventure, it was fun. We tried different restaurants on the road. So I'm telling you, even if that hotel is far from you, travel on the road, see things, talk to yourself, bond, That's the essence of making money. As much as you want to multiply it, please enjoy your life.
All right. So thank you very much, Doctor. When we talk about emergency fund, we're talking about security. All right.
Yeah.
You are in a security mode. When we talk about the lifestyle fund, we are talking about enjoyment mode. You enter enjoyment mode. So right about now, we want to now talk about freedom mode, which
Mm,
is the wealth fund. That wealth fund is the one that will keep you in enjoyment mode forever,
perpetually.
perpetually. You don't need to work, but you are in the enjoyment mode forever. And that's where we want you to pay too much attention to,
Mm,
especially when you are young. Pay a lot of attention to it. So when we talk about wealth fund, we are talking about long-term planning. You
mm,
cannot build wealth on a short term. If you build wealth on a short term, somebody must have facilitated it. Something must have happened. In
mm,
fact, what we usually say is that if you become wealthy by chance, you may likely lose it by chance. So all the people who are looking for just to, a quick fix, something that will just hit you and you become wealthy overnight. Yeah, it happens, but it will be nice that while it is happening, you know how to replicate it. Because there are many people, the level where they are now, if they lose that level, they cannot replicate it. And what
mm,
we want you to do when it comes to wealth fund is to be able to appropriate a particular fund that can give you stability in life, that can help you live the kind of life you want to live in freedom,
mm,
especially when you no longer have the power to work. So that's the one that you need to begin to invest in real estate. You need to begin to invest in agriculture. You need to begin to invest in other people's business. Let other people work while you earn. All right. We have a bank and we are giving people opportunity to come and be part owners of the bank. I think it's something that if you are interested in, please reach out to us directly. We would like to have a session with you and be able to let you know how you can be a part of the bank. Banking is big business. But you see, if you're a part of bank, I don't want to call any name of the bank, but most of the bank owners in Nigeria today, when they started like the way we started, all right? And today, the people who started with them, many of them are billionaires. Why? Those bank has gone to become very big. So you want to begin to invest in things that you don't necessarily have to be involved for it to yield, all right? It is your money working for you. If your money is not working harder than you will work for a very long time.
mm,
Your money needs to work harder than you. Your money needs to work faster than you. Your money needs to work more than you. Means it needs to work longer than
mm,
you. So your money is supposed to be deployed to do the rigorous work, not you doing the rigorous work. Because if you cannot make money while you sleep, you have
mm,
to be awake for a very long time. So we want you to be able to use your wealth fund to create that kind of fund that can make you are making money while you are asleep.
mm,
You travel, you are making money. You are in the hospital, you are making money. You are in the gym, you are making money. You went on sabbatical. Anything you do, you are making money because you are not necessarily involved in all the processes. All right. There are stories and stories of people who have done this and they are in affluence, they have resources everywhere. I
mm,
still was listening to a particular interview. They was interviewing this particular man who has invested consistently for 30 years, never stopped 1 month.
mm,
Every month he had a fixed amount of money he was putting into an investment for 30 years. You know, the thing again is that the longer you have to do this, the better for you.
mm,
Anything you are earning today, if you are consistent with investment for 20 to 30 years, you have enough money. You have a lot of money. Anything you are doing. Even if you are earning, maybe you are earning 50,000 or 100,000, and you are able to do investment consistently for the next 20 to 30 years, there's nothing, you will be a multi-millionaire. Why? Because of the consistency and how long you were able to do what you were doing. So we want you to get to that point where if you don't work for the rest of your life, you won't have to beg, you won't have to borrow, you won't have to depend on anybody to have your needs being met. You have enough resources to be able to do that. And that's why the one of the things that can determine how fast you are on this lane will be the vehicle that you choose. All right. If you choose real estate as your vehicle, which is where we play majorly, and we have seen all over that real estate is one of the fastest vehicle to wealth creation. Choose real estate and do it. So real estate, you buy land, you build a house, you invest into real estate agriculture where you are buying the land, we are farming for you. We have talked about Farmway, where you either do the short-term investment in Farmway, which is the Cassava Island, where you invest, you buy the land, we plant cassava, and you get a guaranteed return every year, and you still get to keep the land after 5 years and do anything you want to do with the land. Absolutely amazing, because that's one thing. You are not going to farm, but you are a farmer. You have farm, you have
Yep.
plantation, you have everything, and yet you will not lift a hole. You will not do anything, you will not weed anything.
The owner of the farm is the farmer. The people working in the farm, they are the farm workers.
They are the
The
laborers.
owner of the bank, when you call yourself a banker, you are not a banker. You are a
Bankers are the
bank
owners of the
employee.
bank.
The owner of the bank is the banker. So you are a farmer. Just by
Mm.
investing in Cassava Island or
Cassava
Palm
Island
Origin, you are
or
a
palm
farmer.
origin. So for those of you who want it long term, you say, look, I'm willing to wait for long term. You do the palm origin. Palm origin is between 3 to 5 years. You start earning, and you can earn for a very long time. And it's an investment you can transfer to your children, to your children's children. I know people who were trained abroad, just that their father had a 100 acre or 150 acre of palm plantation, and all of them in their family, they were trained abroad because of that. All right. So this is time for wealth, where you have, when they in Nigeria those days, when they say, do you think I used to pluck money from the tree? Money does not grow on tree. You see, we have grown to realize that money grows on tree.
Yeah.
You see, palm oil is money growing on tree. Hmm?
Yeah.
Cassava is money growing under the ground. All right. Cashew nut is money growing on tree. Cocoa is money on the tree. So gone are the days they say money does not grow on tree. Money grows on tree. So
Mm.
right now you have the opportunity to take advantage of it. Scan the barcode on this post or on this broadcast and take advantage of all the opportunity, or go to the chat session on the pinned chat. Click the link there, and it will take you to a place where we'll have our back office guys who will attend to you, and you will be glad that you did.
Awesome, awesome. I love the fact that we are in this mode now, this wealth mode. Very important. And as we begin to close, I would just want us to understand. See, if your income is not growing, your effort is carrying too much weight.
Mm,
It will fall down. I think
mm,
you are putting in so much effort. It takes a growing income to give leverage to that effort. If your income is not growing, your effort is carrying too much weight. So you must look for ways to grow your income. And most of the options to grow your income and give it a lasting return, they are mostly long term. They may not necessarily be short term, but these are things that while you are sleeping, they are busy working. And it doesn't happen by accident. Wealth is not created by accident. It is created by deliberate steps, taking deliberate action. You formed it deliberately, no matter how small, a little here, a little there. What you are just trying to do is you want to convert your income to ownership. If all you have been doing before is just earning income, now you want to own. So every opportunity for you to own, please take advantage of it. If they say come and own a farmland, put money in it. Palm origin is there, it's for long term. You invest in the palm plantation, your money covers for the purchase of the land, whether one plot or 1 acre or 10 acres or 20 acres. Apart from the purchase, it covers for planting the palm, for managing the farm, and until it starts yielding between the fourth and fifth year. And for palm trees, it can yield for over 40, 50 years and more. I am a direct beneficiary of this. I am already making money from palm trees. The same way for cocoa, though we have not opened cocoa at Farmway, but I'm a beneficiary of owning cocoa farms. And it's sweet to earn that money because we planted both the palm trees and the cocoa some years back. But now I am just sitting down, folding my hands, and money kept coming. That's the way your money grow and it reduces your effort. The same way for Cassava Island. It's short term. Within 1 year, your land is acquired, your cassava is planted, it is managed, it is harvested, and it is sold on your behalf. And you are guaranteed a minimum of 20% every year for 5 years. And the land is still yours. Those are the kind of investments that give you peace of mind. Or we gave a promotion for what's it called? Our land at Coca Ifo.
Okay.
Very nice place. And if I tell you nice, it's nice for those of us looking for investment. And it's 3 million. And we are saying because of these 28 days, 50% discount, 1.5 million. What a leverage. Do you want to regret later? Say, and I was there, I was listening to them those 28 days, and they kept saying this thing, but I didn't take them seriously. No, no, no. There are two kind of pains in life. We have the pain of discipline and we have the pain of regret. The pain of discipline is right now is not convenient for you, but you stretched yourself and did it. The pain of regret, and later you will appreciate it. The pain of regret is you felt, what are they saying? They are just saying it. And later you now see that because you missed out of it, you didn't get the return that you should get. You are now regretting, oh, if I had known then when these guys was talking about these things, I should have done it. We don't want you to experience the pains of regret. So that's why we are saying now, jump into these offers. There are many more offers that will come, but you see this one, they are juicy, they are right in front of you. If you will have to liquidate money from somewhere to jump into these opportunities, please do. You will not regret it. I think we still have like 2 minutes to say goodbye. It's been an interesting one. We still have so much to talk about this topic on this topic that we could not cover today. But we feel that what we have even done should be enough so that you not experience constipation. You know, I think we've tried for today. Wise man,
yeah. So thank you very much for listening to us. Please make it a date with us tomorrow early because we are going to be doing some appreciation, just to say thank you to our listeners. Some giveaways will happen. I will always say that you play now and pay later with interest, or you pay now and play later without interest. Ensure that that's what you have chosen, and God will help every one of us. Thank you very much. We appreciate you.
Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.